Yep, looking good.
Hey, Rockford, you suck!
Hey, fuck you, Woodley, you piece of shit!
Alright, hey, that's just the way we talk.
Mixtape is perhaps the most dividing game I have seen in a long time. It received attention from multiple media outlets, but there was also so much hate. And when there's a bit of controversy, I get triggered. So I started playing it, and I'm going to be honest right from the get-go, I think Mixtape is really cool. I think 10s are a bit exaggerated, but I don't think all the hate fits, and the conclusion is actually that this is something personal. And if this isn't your thing, well, then it's disappointing. But hating the game for what it is and what it does, that is perhaps what makes gaming so toxic. Anyway, why do I think it's so good?
It's a great question, Slater.
Let me tell you.
Thanks.
In Mixtape you play as Stacy Rockford, a teenager on the verge of going to New York for her dream job as a music supervisor. This is her dream, and she even cancelled a road trip with her two best friends, Van Slater and Cassandra Marino, for this.
You've ruined our road trip.
On the last day before her departure, there is one big annual party, and you, as the player, experience this final day in which the build-up to the party and the search for booze for it are accompanied by reliving memories depicted in a surreal way.
This playlist, the one you'll be hearing today, is a countdown to my last night in Blue Moon Lagoon.
It is a classic coming-of-age story accompanied by music from Stacy's Mixtape, which introduces every memory and event with a specially chosen track. In this way, all chapters are connected, and partly due to the amazing music, there's a wonderful flow to this game, which is never really interrupted thanks to the story lasting no longer than 3 hours. And because this story had such a great flow, I got completely absorbed in it. So absorbed that I almost felt sort of one with the characters. And that really became clear to me during the segment where I could paint a door, and I just drew a fucking heart on the door instead of a penis.
You are losing your touch gear, Luce. Losing it!
Imagine how I felt about this missed opportunity when I encountered that door multiple times later in the game.
Fuck!
And I think this not too long story is really cool. It is a typical American teenage coming of age story with all sorts of events, from TPing a house to making slush puppies in a shopping mall, and despite the danger of cringe lurking, it actually hardly ever happens. And I say hardly ever because it is there. Your first French kiss in particular is something I would rather have ended as quickly as possible. Similar to the girl I shared my first kiss with, I guess.
That's funny because it's true.
And what I personally liked less about the story was Stacy herself, the character you play as. I found her a bit pretentious and her vibe didn't appeal to me that much. With her, if you don't like music you're a lesser person ass attitude.
Oh, what a soundtrack, huh? All the time.
I don't really listen to the music. I just watch it.
I know everything I need to know about you.
The gameplay is actually most comparable to a game like Heavy Rain and almost non-existent.
Jason!
It basically consists of small segments made up of button prompts and quicktime events, but they don't necessarily always influence what happens. For example, here in the skate sections, you can do tricks and such, but it doesn't really have much influence. You get from A to B even without those tricks. Or in the various bedrooms you can trigger some dialogue by pressing X on certain objects. And so you have to perform different sorts of little tasks every time or walk a bit, but that's about it. But honestly, it works fine for what it is, which is telling a story. And I've seen a lot of comments saying the gameplay is worthless and that it amounts to nothing and that the game plays itself.
And are you sure your dad loves you?
And while it is true that some segments indeed require no input to complete the level, this really doesn't apply to every level. I tested it and this is what you get.
Okay, well that's bullshit.
And I think the presentation is pretty cool. It is a mix of realistic graphics for the world and the background, where the interactive objects and characters are very cartoony and animated in a sort of low FPS, almost stop motion. And besides the visuals being very cool, this is accompanied by amazing music. A game that emphasizes on music like Mixtape has to have it on point, and Mixtape really rocks the soundtrack. And yes, for a studio that claims to be indie but supposedly has the money for all the rights to all this music, it gets a lot of hate for that, I know. But to be honest, I couldn't give a flying fuck how this was paid, and my advice is don't ask how, but enjoy now, bitch.
Hey, go eat a dick!
All in all, I think Mixtape is dope.
Oh sweet, reputation.
You finish it in a night, preferably in one session, and the visuals, music and the story really contributes to the experience. The simple gameplay is subordinate to this and it fulfills that role excellently. I really do understand that this might not be for everyone, but then just don't play it and stop hating this. Still, I think 10s are excessive, but I do give Mixtape an 8.5. If you enjoy experiencing these kind of games, be sure to check this one out. And with that, we come to the end of this review. What did you think of Mixtape? Let me know in the comments, and don't forget to like and subscribe if you liked the video. That helps my channel a lot. And for live gameplay you can check out my Twitch, twitch.tv/gameplayofjay, and don't forget to follow me there too. For more content, check out the suggestions on the left or the channel on the right. For now, thanks for watching, see you in the next video, bye!